The power of self-control. What if I told you the most dangerous person in any room is not the loudest, not the strongest, not even the smartest. It's the one who can control themselves. Self-control is power, real power. Because most people can't control their emotions. They can't control their reactions. They can't control their impulses. They react instantly. They speak emotionally. They regret later. But the person with self-control, they pause. And that pause changes everything. Let me explain it like this. Imagine someone throws an insult at you. Most people catch it immediately. They react. They defend. They attack back. But a person with self-control, they don't catch it. It's like someone throwing you a rotten apple. If you don't grab it, it falls to the ground. Now it's still rotten, but it's not in your hands. That's self-control. You choose what you pick up. Self-control is not weakness. It's not silence because you're scared. It's silence because you're disciplined. There's a difference. Weakness reacts because it feels threatened. Strength observes and decides if it's even worth energy. And most of the time, it's not. Let's talk about impulse. If someone disrespects you, the impulse is to prove yourself. If someone ignores you, the impulse is to chase. If someone doubts you, the impulse is to argue. But self-control says, not everything deserves my response. That mindset alone separates leaders from emotional followers. Now here's where it gets deeper. Self-control is connected to long-term vision. People who lack self-control live moment to moment. They say whatever they feel. They spend whatever they want. They react however they're triggered. But disciplined people think ahead. They ask, will this reaction benefit me tomorrow? Will this emotion cost me peace? Is this worth my energy? That's maturity. That's power. Let's use the apples again. Imagine life is offering you apples every day. Some apples are opportunities. Some are distractions. Some are toxic conversations. Some are temptations. If you grab every apple thrown at you, your hands stay full. You can't build. You can't focus. You can't grow. Self-control is selective picking. You don't eat every apple. You don't catch every apple. You don't even look at every apple. You choose wisely. Another truth, self-control makes people uncomfortable. Why? Because emotional people rely on reactions. If they provoke you and you don't react, they lose leverage. If they test you and you stay calm, they lose control. Calmness is intimidating, especially to people who can't regulate themselves. Now let's connect this to success. Most people fail not because they lack talent. They fail because they lack control. They can't wake up consistently. They can't stay disciplined. They can't avoid distractions. They can't control desires. Self-control builds financial stability, physical discipline, emotional stability, social respect. Without it, everything collapses. And here's something important. Self-control is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't argue loudly. It doesn't try to win every debate. It wins long-term. Because controlled people outlast emotional people. Every time. Let me say something powerful. When you control your face, you control the room. When you control your tone, you control the direction. When you control your impulses, you control your future. That's not motivation. That's psychology. People read reactions. If they can't read yours easily, they respect you differently. Self-control also protects your reputation. One emotional outburst can undo years of work. One impulsive message, one reckless post, one heated reaction. And suddenly your image changes. But the disciplined person, they think before they act. They protect their future self. You're serious about mastering self-control, understanding people, and strengthening your mindset. The ebooks are in the bio. Study the psychology, practice the discipline, build the control. Because once you master yourself, No one else can master you.